really wanna change the world but can't change my clothes. Find a girl but can't find my phone. I just sit around in the afternoon dreaming about the things that I wanna do. If I wanna change the world, I should change myself. Make my bed, I should dust the shelf. Shouldn't lie in bed in the afternoon dreaming about the things that I wanna do. Hi, welcome back to another One Chart lesson. Today we are doing a relatively new song, but it's got such a beautiful chord progression. I really wanted to do a lesson for it. It's basically a 4-chord song, but with that lovely picking that you heard at the start, those little arpeggios, and this beautiful chord which I've never really used before, but it's quite simple. It's got a complicated name, but it's not that hard to play. And it brings this chord progression alive. So I'm going to take you through that. Download your chart because there's some very slight variations, and I've put the tab down for the picking at the start, and we'll go from there. The chords are D major 7, which is super easy. First finger across those 3 strings, G, B, and E on the 2nd fret, and your open D string. Next chord is the magic chord. It's called an F sharp minor 11. So your F sharp is there. The rest of the chord is this. It's 2nd fret D string, which you can use with your 3rd. I find the easiest fingering for this is the 2nd finger on the F sharp, then your 3rd finger goes on the D string 2nd fret, and your pinky goes on the G string 2nd fret, and all the other strings are open. And it's just got this really lovely open ringing sound to it. Next chord is an A major 7, and finally in straight up bog standard E. The one variation that we have on those chords is sometimes at the end of the chorus and at all of the chorus at the end of the song, instead of doing the D major 7 like that, we add a B note on the bottom of it, which is that 2nd fret A string. And it just gives a very slight change to the kind of the bass of the track, but makes a nice difference. Otherwise it's just a 4-chord pattern all the way through the song. And the picking for the intro, we are fingering all those chords. We're using these chords. We start with our thumb on the D string, and our pattern uses these 3 fingers, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to play the bass note with our thumb. At the same time we're going to pick the B string with our 2nd finger, followed by the 1st finger, then the 3rd finger. So if you set that pattern up, and it might feel a little bit awkward to start with, but if you get this pattern going, it's the optimal way to play it most efficiently. And really we should be cutting those chords short, those notes short, to get the sound of the song. You don't need to, you can let them ring on. So we do that pattern 3 times, then on the 4th beat, so each beat, 1, 2, 3. On the 4th one it changes slightly. Then we go to our F sharp minor 11, and the pattern now moves over a string, so we're using the D, G, and B strings for the same pattern. Same way, on the 4th beat there, 1, 2, 3, 4. We just do those 2 notes. Then the A major 7, same thing, but we're jumping back onto the G, B, E strings for the pattern. 2 notes on the 4th beat there, and then the E, again, jumping back to the G, D, G, B strings. Then on the 3rd beat here, we pick those top notes, G string, 1st fret, 2 open E strings. When you do the G string, if you add that A string 2nd fret, and then follow by reaching up with your pinky and leave all these notes ringing if you can, reach up to the 4th fret A string, to that C sharp, and that kind of steps us up back to the start of the pattern to get back to the D major 7. So really slowly it sounds like this. last bit of that pattern on the recording sounds a little bit sort of odd timing wise, but I think that's a nice way of kind of smoothing through it, and it'll keep that thing flowing for you. Then once you get into the rest of the song, and the chorus, you know, it's just a really nice pattern to strum. You can do single strums, like that will work. If you want to sort of zazz it up a little bit, what I'm doing there is 16th notes, but I'm going so down, up, down, cutting it short, up, down, up, down, cut, up, down, up, down, cut, up, down, up, down, up, down. And that just, that's the sound of the D major 7 over B. You could also call it, I think, a B, I'm going to say B7 sus2, something like that. But that's just a nice change from that chord. Takes you over to that F sharp minor, really, F sharp minor 11, very nicely. Anyway, that's the whole song. So find your way through it. It's a lovely progression. I just really think this is such a nice chord progression. The song is great, but the chord progression, just, you know, learn your F sharp minor 11 and you'll never look back. If you want to take it a step further, you can practice your A major scale over this, because we're in the key of A, and it's a really pretty way to practice your major scale. So you're playing through those chords, and you're just, however you've learnt your major scale. And I like to play this 3-note per string pattern, and if you haven't checked out what I'm talking about, I'll put the link below to the major scale lesson that I've done, and that shape, which I think is really, really useful to learn. And you can practice, you know, making melodies and doing all kinds of things with that major scale over this chord progression. That's it. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you here again soon, and like and subscribe, and please shoot me any comments you have, and any questions you've got. I'll help you out if I can. Thanks a lot.